And they're racing. The grey Regal Ricochet hopped out okay, was going to be one of the early leaders. Icy Pole working up with Costly Wave, Mizari. And on the inside, Trust Him in the run down of the judges' box. Count Tristram is wider on the track with Noble Colony. Bondier dropping back to the inside behind it, Sunapper. True Perspective, then Lady Peregrine as they head by the judges' box.
Way, Brisbane.
To go. Count Tristram, the big chestnut, takes the lead here. Noble Colony tracks up on the outside, getting to second. Third on the rails, Regal Ricochet into the box seat. Around it, Costly Wave and 3 deep Icy Pole. Next then Trust Him, a length and a half to Mizari Baby on the inside, Bondier. Then True Perspective inside at Lady Peregrine, and the last pair of Sunapper. And on the outside there is Try Rigson heading by the 1800 metre mark. And here Noble Connolly takes the lead from Count Tristram, a length to Costly Wave. Another length to Regal Ricochet, a length and a half. Then comes Icy Pole on the outside of Trust Him. 2 to Mizari, a length to Bondier on the inside of Baby. Another 2 to Lady Peregrine, True Perspective. Second last Sunapper, and last of all is Try Rigson as they work towards the 1400 metre point. And the leader is Noble Connolly by just over a length. A Costly Wave now to a clear second. Third on the inside is Count Tristram. Regal Ricochet is fourth. A half then to Trust Him. A length away to Icy Pole. Bondier on the inside of Mizari and Baby 3 deep. Then Lady Peregrine, True Perspective, Sunapper, and last of all is Try Rigson, a dozen off the lead. Down the railway side they swing now towards the 1000 metre mark. And the leader was Noble Colony by just on a length to Costly Wave. Count Tristram third, 2 away, a half then to Regal Ricochet. A length and a half comes Trust Him. Racing on the outside there is Icy Pole. Bondier starting to work forward with Baby off the outside. Then Mizari, Lady Peregrine back near the rails, followed by Try Rigson taking off as they jam up, followed by True Perspective. And on the inside, Sunapper last, but only about 7 lengths first to last. At the 600 and Noble Connolly in front of Costly Wave. Regal Ricochet pulling out to make its run, and Try Rigson has come from last and scoots up on the outside to join the lead. Then Count Tristram, Bondier getting into the clear, then Lady Peregrine, and further back Baby as they swing. Noble Connolly on the outside. Try Rigson, the widest runner is Bondier. Regal Ricochet struggling, then Count Tristram and Costly Wave by the 200. Try Rigson took the lead here. Noble Connolly on the inside trying to go with it. Bondier's run its race. Lady Peregrine getting home pretty well, and Count Tristram. It's Try Rigson in front. Noble Connolly coming back. Lady Peregrine the outside. Noble Connolly's going to outstay this other one, Try Rigson. Noble Connolly came again to beat Try Rigson. Lady Peregrine third with Count Tristram. Then on the inside of those would have been Trust Him, and then Costly Wave. Bondier didn't get the trip from Regal Ricochet, Mizari, then Baby, True Perspective, Sunapper, and last in Icy Pole.
3 Noble Colony, 450, 190. 4 number 5 Try Rigson, 490, and 180 Peregrine, 290.
On the Super Tab, 3 Noble Colony, 490, 190, 5 Try Rigson, 490, 1 Lady Peregrine, 280.
100 metre mark. But Noble Colony, as Peter Hayes said this morning, stays all day. That's all it knows how to gallop. And on the strength of that run here, you'd have to say that it's going to be awfully hard to beat in the St Leger, because it just knows one thing, and that is to just keep going. It's won by probably a long head after the other horse drew a length in front of it at the 200 metre mark.
Moving into Newcastle race.
OK, moving up Canberra.
The Yalumba Classic Hurdle, one of the all-time great races in the tradition and history of Oakbank. They're set. They're off. Caught them pretty well. Bar High on the inside of it. Picasso, Riviera Red, Jovial Prince being scrubbed up, looking for the lead as they go to the first flight, and will lead over it from Riviera Red, who screwed on landing. Bar High is back about midfield, and over on the outside, Tassie's Brother and Just Dynamite, followed further back by Glasnov as they head into the far terrain.
And behind the hill the first time, and it's Just Dynamite now moving up on the outside of Jovial Prince. 2.5 to Riviera Red, racing third on the inside of Tassie's Brother. 3 further back to Picasso on the inside of Glasnov. The favourite Idea settled down midfield. He's on the inside as they go to the jump behind the hill. Further back in the field, then on the outside of the favourite Idea then was Shenton Street. 2 back then to Bar High on the inside of Tickled. A length further back to Ruling Justice. Maybe Rough's a long way back today. Back there with it, River Tough. And a length away last of all was Century Review.
If they were hoping for a dashing leader, they've got one at the 1,000. It's Just Dynamite going to this first flight along the far side in the first circuit. About 7 lengths in front. Now only about 5. He didn't land all that cleverly, and the others have picked him up pretty quickly. Just Dynamite by 2.5 now. Jovial Prince on the outside of Idea into the box seat. Just behind those on the outside, Riviera Red. River Tough made a mess of that jump. Picasso to 5th from Glasnov, followed further back by the Bolter, Tassie's brother. About 3 further back to Shenton Street, and also back there with him on the inside was Bar High, getting back out of ground. Maybe Rough went past him. Further back in the field behind those then came Tickled, and they were followed then by Ruling Justice, and last of all is River Tough as they come around the home turn. And once again they'll face up this time to 4 flights where the leader is still Just Dynamite. Idea's got a lovely run up on his inside and is saving every inch of ground. Jovial Prince was 3rd wide out as they come to the first of the quartet in the straight. Then Riviera Red followed on the outside by Picasso, who's doing it nicely. Glasnov the rail, and further back, Just Dynamite wanted to run out at that jump, the second of the quartet, and further back behind him he's run off. He's taken charge. The boy's lost his irons on Just Dynamite, and as they take the jump in front of the stand now, it's Idea left in front, a long way from home. And here we've got the job of trying to pick up this horse with the rider losing all control. He's lost everything, and as they go back to the 1600 metre mark, the favourite Idea has taken up the lead and shows the way now from Jovial Prince. Picasso, Maybe Rough has made a huge run. He's gone to 5th, and then Glasnov.
So it's the favourite in front, Idea, as they come behind the hill at the 1400. Idea leads by about a length and a half. Picasso 2nd. 3rd on the inside, Jovial Prince. Maybe Rough was 4th. Behind it, Bar High. Starting a run around the outside now was Shenton Street, one of the roughies. Then back on the inside, Glasnov. Further back then to Tickled from Riviera Red. It's given a tickle with the whip as well. Then Ruling Justice, River Tough, and tailed off the other runner, and that is Tassie's brother. But Idea went for home, the favourite at the 1100, and he dashed away.
And the clerk of the job, of course, has done his job to perfection. He's picked up Just Dynamite. Here they come to the next one along the far side of the course, and Idea strode clear. He's out and over it by about 6. Picasso, he dipped on landing. Maybe Rough runs to 2nd, followed by Shenton Street. Bar High's running on pretty resolutely too, and then Jovial Prince, the leader, clears another jump. Well back in the field behind those then, out of bounds was Tickled. These others are all struggling. Ruling Justice, River Tough, Glasnov pulling up, I think, and then Riviera Red about to do so, but Idea's got a big break downhill at the 600. Dashed away by 8 lengths. Second placing now is Shenton Street. Bar High, Maybe Rough can't go on. Further back in the field behind those then came Jovial Prince, followed then by River Tough, and well back to Tickled. I think we may have really unearthed a new jumping star of the future here in Idea as they turn. He's 7 lengths in front now. He drifts towards the centre to give him easy going. Idea comes down to the second last. He popped over it splendidly. Shenton Street 2nd. Bar High dipped on landing. Running to 3rd, Jovial Prince, and also River Tough. Here's Idea at the last. He comes to it. Oh, he was showing the signs of weariness. He wanted to screw out on landing, but he got away with it. And Idea, the favourite, has won it very easily. River Tough is peeling back ground and will be beaten about 3 lengths, but the winning margin would have been more had it been ridden out. 3rd, Jovial Prince, followed by Shenton Street. Maybe Rough didn't stick it out. Then came back behind them, Tickled from Bar High. Well back in the field behind those, Ruling Justice, followed by Picasso and Riviera Red. And last of all was Glasnov, bar 1, which was hopelessly distanced, and that's Tassie's brother.
Couldn't have been more impressive. This horse. Idea is just racing so well. It's just proving to be unbeatable over the jumps. $1.90 for the winner, $1.40 for the place. River Tough at $8.10 and Jovial Prince at $4.70. John Hawkes has made the right decision putting this one over the jumps. He's turned out to, as Ron Papp said, he could be a superstar over the jumps. Idea over River Tough and Jovial Prince. Hasn't even had to draw the whip on him. And he got through them very well too. That's Idea taking the Yalumba Classic Hurdle at Oakbank with Willie Harnett in the saddle. Now Randwick Race 4 is coming up next. We're up to the Royan HG Club.
Racing this time. Away to a pretty good start. The Victorian Pearl Prince is going to lead early. About 3/4 on Burrito and Flinders Street. Going quickly is Simric now, closely attended by Gold Ruler, pretty wide out from Cheshire Romantic Ace. And Tredaven on the inside. Well, Simric goes to the lead. And as they head along towards the 1250, Simric about a half length or a neck on Pearl Prince, a length and a half to Gold Ruler, 3/4 Burrito. As the speed starts to slow and Flinders Street pulling his head off, followed by Tredaven Romantic Ace at a length to Cheshire. They wind out of the back straight now and go along to the 950, and Pearl Prince goes to the front now, 3/4 of a length. Romantic Ace normally comes from the back of the pack, but the rider wasn't satisfied with the speed, Darren Beatman, and Romantic Ace, Bold Tactics by Dazza, and Romantic Ace 2 lengths now on Pearl Prince, 2.5 to Simric, a length and a half Burrito, 3/4 the outer Gold Ruler. Some 2 lengths then coming Tredaven inside Flinders Street, and 2.5 to Cheshire. Down past the 600 they go, and Romantic Ace in front, a length length on Pearl Prince, Simric third. Burrito the favourite, fourth on the inside, followed by Gold Ruler, Flinders Street, Cheshire very wide. And Tredaven as last as they sweep into the home straight, and Romantic Ace. A half length on Pearl Prince, a length to Simric, and Dye about to try and weave his way clear on Burrito from Tredaven, looking for a gap. Flinders Street on the outside from Gold Ruler and Cheshire. Many chances at the 200. Romantic Ace and Pearl Prince from Flinders Street. Burrito struggles behind them. It's Pearl Prince again getting to Romantic Ace. Flinders Street trying to get to the Victorian Pearl Prince, but it's Pearl Prince too good. And Pearl Prince a half Romantic Ace, third Flinders Street, followed by Tredaven on the outside, and then Burrito disappointing from Cheshire, Gold Ruler, and Simric was last.
Super Tab there, number 4 Pearl Prince to pay 15.60 and 3 even. 6 Romantic Ace 180, 7 Flinders Street 180.
80 cents on the New South Wales Tote for the win, and 3.30 for the place. Number 6 second, Romantic Ace, written by D. Beedman, 190, and number 7 Flinders Street in third spot, and it's going to pay $1.80. Pearl Prince trained at Cranbourne by Alan Williams for GH, and this is J.W. Poole, a bay gelding, a 6-year-old by Rare Poole from Queen Fantasy, had run 7th in the Ajax Stakes behind Cattle, and opening at Rosehill on the 22nd of March last Saturday week, and appreciating the slight drop in class today, and the way the race was run, dead set suited Pearl Prince. Romantic Ace, well, he normally comes from last. The speed was farcical early, then Beedman took him to the front. Flinders Street pulled his head off. Burrito was most disappointing. Simric, we normally see him coming from well back. It was the intention to ride him closer to the lead, but I don't think it was the intention to lead early, but the speed again was so slow. Cooksley had no other alternative other than the horse would have pulled himself into the ground. So Pearl Prince settled best, and he was too good as we...
Racing now. They've jumped away fairly well. Golden Sound, Bionic Best, Misunderstanding a little bit slow to go. Royal Discard, Lord Luskin and Tishan Moon coming across the face of the field is going to take up the running as Video Prince works forward. As they settle over in the centre of those then would have been Always a Chance. Golden Sound going up on the inside of Bionic Best. Then further back in the field comes Century Blazer, Prince Marauding and Del Sol. Well back as they swing down the side, Misunderstanding and New Smyrna. Tishan Moon gets out with the big break as they head to the 800-metre mark. 4 or 5 in front of Video Prince. A length away Lord Luskin, then comes over on the inside Royal Discard, Golden Sound. With it there Matsqui, followed by Del Sol, Always a Chance. Back along the inside was Bionic Best as they head to the turn from Prince Marauding. Century Blazer, hard ridden, not responding, passed by New Smyrna. Well back was Entertainer, Misunderstanding last as they swing. 450 out, and the leader Tishan Moon by 2 lengths to Lord Luskin, who travels beautifully second. Over on the inside Video Prince struggling, Matsqui, and further out on the track Del Sol as they turn. Then Raw Discard getting up on the inside from Always a Chance, but Lord Luskin took the lead at the 200-metre mark and broke away. Matsqui giving chase on the outside, Del Sol, Bionic Best and Century Blazer from a long way back, but Lord Luskin in front. Century Blazer running on strongly with Bionic Best, but Lord Luskin too good, and Lord Luskin by 2 lengths. Century Blazer, Bionic Best third, Prince Marauding, Entertainer flew late, and then came behind it Del Sol, Matsqui. Next in Royal Discard, Golden Sound, New Smyrna, Misunderstanding, Always a Chance, Tishan Moon, and last in was Video Prince.
Winner number 5 Lord Luskin, 350 and 170. 2 Century Blazer, 360. 3 Bionic Best at 260.
Still no third number from Perth.
5 Lord Luskin Super Tab 370 180. Number 2 Century Blazer $3.60 and 3 Bionic Best to pay $2.70. Treble on the numbers 3, 3, 5 should return $80 even. The National Racing Service, 7 minutes.
Thanks very much, Matt. We're getting closer all the time, and I have a rider who didn't have a ride in the race until about 15 or 20 minutes ago, and that's Kevin Wynn. Kevin, you're now going to ride Tempest Star in the Great Eastern.
That's right, yeah. I was lucky enough to pick it up. Kenny Dunlop had engaged himself on 2, and it's hard enough riding 1, let alone 2 horses around here.
I must say, you're in your veteran stage now, Kevin, at 53.
Oh, yes, I don't feel 53, but everyone tells me I'm a veteran, but I'm enjoying what I do.
You're certainly a risk taker to ride around this track with 29 big fences at over the 4,950 metres.
I don't know, it's a thing you get used to, and I can't see much risk there. As you got the same risk driving up the road, so I'm happy out there.
Kevin, how many Great Easterns have you ridden in?
I haven't counted them, but it'd have to be 20, or somewhere around 20, maybe a little bit over, but Oh, yeah, it'd be round 20.
We should mention, of course, you won the Great Eastern in 1970 on Mystic Moon. That must have been a memorable day.
It was a memorable day, and Stan Craddock that had the horse were great friends, and you know, I couldn't wish to win a race for anyone better than Stan.
Well, who knows, 27 years later, and you could be in the winner's stall again.
Well, we'll be out there trying anyway. It's a good even field, and we'll be out there trying. There's plenty of fences to get over, and we'll be there at the finish.
I know, Kevin Wynne, you'll make the most of your ride on Tempest Star, who was placed third, incidentally, 2 years ago in the Great Eastern Steeplechase. We wish you well, Kevin. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much, Glenn.
That's Kevin Wynne trackside for Sky. I know you've got further information in the studio, Matt.
Thanks for that, Clem. Yes, it should be good, the Great Eastern Steeplechase, but in fact the race that we're coming up to right now is a very good one. It's a $45,000 event, very prestigious race for people in the area, the Onkaparinga Cup, over 2,150. Rebuilder 960, 570 Mamdou, 720 Mr. Kildane, 12 for Pax Matt Will, 770 Jamestown. Barossa Babe is there at 5 and Golden Hue at $13 as they move in at Oakbank. Exotic Lover $8.20 with 112,000 in the Super Tab win pool. Now, Newcastle race 4-3 got second. Seller Cream and 1 Carry the Star has run third. 180 for the second horse, 170 for the third horse. 2-3-1 are now official, and Shane Treweek was the winning rider. Moving into line at Oakbank for race 6. This is another good race. Here's Ron for the call.
Thanks again, Matthew. They're coming up well here. Wide open betting race, and the favourite at the moment is number 9 at about 4-1. Almost set. Adelaide Bank Onkaparinga Cup. Waiting on the light. It's there. And they've jumped, and Pax Matt Will came out fairly on the inside, beaten for early speed Trelawn, away nicely on the outside of horses Ministerial King, going up in the centre Rebuilder. So is the bottom weight down to 0, and over on the extreme outside Golden Hue, Mr. Kildane angling across, and Mini Printive is very deep as they come to the post the first time, where Ministerial King, who likes to lead, gets to the front, a length in front of down to 0. Over on the outside third was Golden Hue on its inside Rebuilder, getting a lovely run from Jamestown, restrained off heels. Mr. Kildane to 5th, followed by Mamdou, Pax Matt Will, Barossa Babe well back inside of Exotic Lover, Saturday's winner. Further back Sligo Connection, followed by Trelawn. And as they head out of our vision now, back at the tail of the field, 2 away is Mini Printive. About 1,500 metres left to travel, and Ministerial King, the leader, leads by about a half a length here to on the outside, down to 0. 2.5 away, Golden Hue in the box seat third. Around it, the top weight Rebuilder. Wider out on the track was Mr. Kildane. He's out 4 deep, 3 deep Jamestown. 1 off the fence, Mamdou. Pax Matt Millet's inside. Behind those, Barossa Babe, then Exotic Lover. A length and a half further back in the field to Sligo Connection. Behind it, Trelawn. And about 4 or 5 away, last of all, was Mini Printive. Ministerial King comes by the 1,000 by about 3/4 of a length. The down to 0, second, third, Golden Hue. She's had a lovely run. 4th placing the outside Rebuilder away from the rail. Mr. Kildane 3 wide around them. Jamestown the centre, Pax Matt Will the inside. Sneaking through horses, Mamdou, the stablemate, Barossa Babe right on his hammer and tack. Trelawn next, Exotic Lover taking off from Sligo Connection, and 3 or 4 away last, Mini Printive. About to come off the far side downhill, and the leader is Ministerial King, a half length in front of in second, placing after it now down to 0. Around the outside, Jamestown is coming deep around Rebuilder, Golden Hue, Pax Matt Will, Mr. Kildane not travelling down the hill it seems. On its outside, Barossa Babe, Mamdou inside of them, and further back then came Exotic Lover, Sligo Connection, Trelawn, and down on the inside, Mini Printive. Out wide, down to 0's gone to the front now from Ministerial King. Mamdou inside of those battles on, and then Golden Hue, and right down the outside now comes Barossa Babe. She's cutting loose. Here comes the Babe in the pink armbands and cap. Goes to the front. Down to 0's running a huge race. So is Mamdou, but it's Barossa Babe in front, and hasn't she found form? She takes the cup. 3/4 of a length to down to 0. A huge run. Watch for him here next year. Golden Hue ran a terrific race. Mamdou, Ministerial King, Rebuilder, followed by Sligo Connection. Then Exotic Lover, Mini Printive. Further back behind those, Mr. Kildane. He didn't seem to travel down the hill at all. Further back behind those then came Pax Matt Will. Back there with it was Jamestown, who knocked up badly, and last in was Trelawn. The cup going to the Babe, Barossa Babe. After a string of minor and near minor placings, she has now blossomed as a race mare and has won 3 on the trot. Broadcast. Number 9, the winner, Barossa Babe. 15 is second, down to 0. And number 10, Golden Hue, has run third, officially 4th. Number 2, Ma'am Do, and officially 5th, number 11, Ministerial King. Will have margins and time shortly. They're official. Barossa Babe, she's really blossomed, this mare. Who said the Rory's Jesters are just sprinters? Here she is by Rory's Jester, a 4-year-old chestnut mare out of Luthia's Lady, is raced by H.J. Vogel, S.A. White, C.S. Hayes, and of course trained by Peter Hayes at Angaston, ridden by Simon Price, right up against the outside, and she's won from second, number 15, Down to Zero by Alibi Gold Merchant, a lightly raced horse with Eric Musgrove. We featured him this morning in discussions as one to follow for 12 months' time. Well, it was nearly the day today. And third to number 10, Golden Hue by Noble Bijou from Traora. Michael Moroney stable at Morfettville, ridden well by Jared Lorenzini. He gave the mare every chance. Ma'am Do battled on well for a close fourth by Green Desert, and Ministerial King, after leading, held on well and is by Eamon Brother. So placings are...
They're off in the sires, and Shane Dye bounced in counter straight to the lead, but Guineas is out after him, and R.D. Wendell head the pair. Millwood settles in 4th position, followed by Irish Air and a break of 3/4 to Special Dane, You Call Sir. Then Game Warrior, Tricove, a length and a half to Mr. Right, Port Lorrigar and Evaders last of all. Well, the speed is good going onto the course proper near the 950, and R.D. Win opens up 2 lengths on Guineas, 2 to Encounter. A half to Millwood, the inside, a length to Special Dane, You Call Sir, wide out from Irish Air. Then Mr. Right and Tricove, Game Warrior, Port Lorrigar and Evaders last of all. R.D. Win down by the 700 by 2.5 lengths on Guineas. Special Dane the inside, Encounter the outer. A length and a half to Millwood, followed by Mr. Right, and then a break in proceedings to You Call Sir and Irish Air. Port Lorrigar over on the inside, and then Game Warrior, followed by Tricove and 2 lengths to Evader. It's R.D. Win first around the corner in the sires. 2 lengths on Guineas, third Encounter on the fences. Special Dane, a length further back, Irish Air, followed by Millwood, and then Mr. Right. R.D. Win in front. Here's Encounter. The rider's gone for the whip on Guineas, third, and this trio have raced 4 lengths on Evader, but Encounter runs to R.D. Win. Guineas in third position, but it's Encounter in front. Guineas is fighting back, but Encounter is going to get his revenge today. Again, he's ducked off, but he's home this time. Encounter has beaten Guineas, and third was R.D. Win from Evader. Further back, Mr. Right, Millwood disappointed from Special Dane, Irish Air, Tricove, Port Lorrigar, Game Warrior, and You Call Sir was tailed right off.
3 Encounter, Super Tab, 290, 140. Number 1, Guineas to return 150, and 11, R.D. Win, 370. That treble on the numbers of 6, 4 and 3 to return $330.
Number 3, $3 in New South Wales for the win, 140 for the place. Number 1, Guineas, ridden by Larry Cassidy, second, 150. A number 11, R.D. Win, ridden by Len Beasley, third, has returned $3 neat. Encounter has run 122.40, the record held by Luskin Star, the race record 121.5. Encounter, 6 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds into third. Threw the Golden Slipper away. I tell you what, had he ducked out 30 or 40 metres earlier than he did today, he would have thrown the sires away.
In a fair line, Valdez there a little bit slow to go. First out, Dry Show away quickly, Blazing Sun and Let's Cut Loose. Lord Ted is fourth as they settle, and coming across in front of it there, Glass Cutter from Dancing Sculptor, Valdez Air Raft. Bullwinkle and Proposer Toast now drop out to the tail. Heading up to the 1,200 metre mark on top of the hill, and Glass Cutter takes the lead from Dancing Sculptor, and over on the inside, Blazing Sun. In the centre there, Let's Cut Loose, a length away to Raft, with Lord Ted on the inside from Valdez Air 3 parts away. Dry Show back along the inside, then comes Proposer Toast, and last of all is Bullwinkle. Down the side, 950 out, and Glass Cutter a neck in front of Dancing Sculptor. A length and a half to Let's Cut Loose over on the outside of Blazing Sun from Raft. Lord Ted boxed up on the inside as Valdez Air worked forward. Then Proposer Toast back with it, Dry Show and Bullwinkle as they jam up 700 metres to travel. Glass Cutter, Dancing Sculptor working up 3 deep, Valdez Air. Then Let's Cut Loose, Raft on the outside from Blazing Sun. Lord Ted looking for room over on the inside, then Bullwinkle, Propose a Toast, and Dry Show dropped out to the tail. On the turn, 500 metres out, and Glass Cutter and Valdezere to joint leaders. Dancing Sculptor, Hard Ridden, Blazing Sun the inside. Then Let's Cut Loose. Lord Ted is into the clear and wider out. Bullwinkle, Raft and Lord Ted bump there as they straighten. 250 out. Valdezere grabbed by on the outside. Let's Cut Loose, Glass Cutter. Lord Ted is struggling behind them, and then further back comes Blazing Sun. Let's Cut Loose in front though with 100 to go. Glass Cutter on the inside fighting back. It's Let's Cut Loose and Glass Cutter. Let's Cut Loose in front, and Let's Cut Loose gets in. A half-head Glass Cutter, Valdezere third. The big plunge didn't come off on Lord Ted, but he did get into trouble on the home turn. Then Propose a Toast, Valdezere. Back with it was Dancing Sculptor, Raft, Bullwinkle, Blazing Sun and Dry Show last in.
Number 5, Let's Cut Loose, $6.40 for the win, $2 the place. 6 Glass Cutter, $2, 4 Valdezere, $3.10.
5, Let's Cut Loose, $7, $2.20. Number 6 Glass Cutter, $2, 4 Valdezere, $3.20.
His run in the Kilmore Cup was terrific. Eddie Wilkinson, who rode him on that occasion, was a victim of circumstances on the turn where he opted to take a run on the outside, which was the wise thing to do, but not a metre after he'd elected to go to the outside on Propose a Toast, on Let's Cut Loose, rather than the run on the inside came, and then he got clogged up in traffic. And as Colin Orr
about to move in Newcastle.
The stalls after the others. Oakbank Race 7, the steeplechase. Now Snowman, $12. Dez's Fortune, $18. Impulsive Risk, $4.60. Fox Boy is $2.30. Trojan Gift, $13. Amazing Wonder, $36. Britambo at $8.40. Ken Dunlop, the new jockey for Britambo. 21 for Stuke's Image. Tormenta at $44. Tempest Star, $47. Then 82 Thunder Express. 100 for Persian Roll. 200 the Gigman. And Egg is there at $17 for race 7. Foxboy is Ron's selection. Impulsive Risk, Snowman and Britambo are dangers, but Foxboy from the Wheeler stable is the one to beat according to Bulls is 13. Dashing Eagle, $10. Alcelair, 46 is really the only roughie in the race. Accomplice at 10, $4.40 for City Success. 15 Sovereign State. Waver Tree, 14. Well, Lion Hunter's the equal favourite, $4.40 in Unison there at $10 with Die on board. 6, 111 a John Tapp selection. City Success to win the race. Rod Gallegos' late mail is for Lion Hunter, a track record setter at his last run. So at Randwick, race 6, number 10, Lion Hunter is the late mail. The Brisbane Galloper to be partnered by Stephen Baster. Moving in at Oakbank for race 7. And let's take you to Ron Paps. Ron, how many obstacles do they go over in the process of this race?
It's about 29, I think, Matthew, about 29 and 3 circuits of the steeple course. Now, Stuke's Image is jacking up here, doesn't want to go into line. So the rider has dismounted from Stuke's Image, who now comes up under the full pressure of attendance. We're waiting on Egg, Tormenta, which looks very well. Persian Roll and the favourite Foxboy. Terrific crowd here. Now they're moving up nicely. Persian Roll to come up. Goes forward now. The last one is the favourite Foxboy, who's $1.05 or $2.10 for the full dollar. And they're just about set. Stand by for a start. Carlton United Breweries, Great Eastern Steeple. And they're away. Off in the big chase, and Tempest Star was slowest into stride. Stuke's Image jumped well with Persian Roll. Going fast near the inside, Thunder Express as they draw to the first fence. Over on the outside there was Snowman, followed just behind them by Stuke's Image. Tormenta, followed then by Foxboy, about 6th or 7th settling as they go to the next one. Further back in behind him then came Amazing Wonder, followed by Egg. Back in the field then came Dez's Fortune, followed then further back in the field by Impulsive Risk as they go over the Shillabee Road jump in the first round. They were followed by Britambo, who's got well back. Over on the inside, back about 2nd and 3rd last, the Gigman, and Tempest Star is last of all. So they move along the far side, and Thunder Express is dashed out with a big break, about 6 lengths in front. In second placing on the outside, Persian Roll. Slipping up on the inside is Snowman, and on the outside, 3 deep is Stuke's Image. They were followed 2 lengths further back in the field. Behind those then, over on the inside by Foxboy, who's travelled beautifully in the early stages, and they were followed then by Trojan Spring Gift as they jump the last one along the far side. In the first lap, they were followed by Tormentor, then Amazing Wonder, followed by Egg, the Gig Man, Brew Tambo. Well back in the field, Impulsive Risk as they come to the first of the downhill double. Then came back in the field Des's Fortune, about fourth last, the Gigman second last, and last of all Temper Star. Over the second of the double, Thunder Express by 2.5. They've all cleared it. In second placing, Stuke's Image running a forward race, and they were followed back on the inside by Snowman. Foxboy